So yesterday what we had discussed? We had discussed regarding the Google font, and then what was the topic? Width, max width, I think. Yeah, font family, then a formatting tag, alternate of the formatting tag. Means we can do that all the formatting tag style, whatever we getting the effect from the formatting tag, those we can get from the CSS also. So those were the alternate of the formatting tag. Today we're going to discuss regarding the for that is selector. What is selector? So
तो मेरी आवाज जा
selector,
रही क्या सर?
so selector is basically used for targeting something, in the sense for selecting. Suppose that here we had written H1. Okay, so how we will refer this particular H1 tag? So we can refer this particular H1 with the help of the selector. And what is the selector here? Who will tell? Which selector is there right now? Any selector is there or not?
H1.
Yeah, so H1 is tag, and that itself is the selector. It means that is known as the tag selector. Okay, we are targeting, we are selecting that particular this text, means particular this tag with the help of the tag H1. Okay, so that is known as the tag based selector. Okay, so suppose right now what we are doing, means we are writing the code, but we have not the idea that why we are using that one. And what is that known as? Suppose going to write some CSS on the P tag. Okay, so suppose that I have to write background color something. Just to save, let's load the page. Okay, so what is happening right now? Right now we had used a P tag, and in P tag we had passed some text, and on that P itself we passing the style. Okay, so what happened right now? We got the effect. Background color becomes something, and that happened due to this P tag, because on P tag we are passing the background color. So this is known as the, what is the known? What is that known as? Tag based selector. And that itself, that we are doing from starting itself, but we have not the idea that why we are writing and what is that known as. So that is known as the tag based selector. Now second thing what we had studied, we had studied the ID. Okay, so ID selector, it means suppose now we want to target some text. Okay, but there is no, means there is a requirement that what is the demerit when we going with the tag based selector? Who will tell? What is demerit of using tag selector?
Because because we use multiple tags, multiple same tags, so it will,
Yeah,
if we want to parallelly uh, give CSS to any one tag selector, then it will override for another also. That's
yeah.
why we go for the ID selector and class selector.
Okay, so now you can see that now we are using 3P tag. Okay, and but what we are doing here, we passing only one P tag, and on that itself be passing the background color. But see, due to the tag based selector, what is happening? The CSS which we applied, it will affect on the all the tag, all the matching tag. Okay, that's why we will never use this tag based selector, because that become the problem. So right, next move to the ID based. So how we will refer any ID, Neha? How to means how to represent the ID? Swini,
Sir, slash.
with the help of hash
Hash.
symbol. Okay, so let's say write that para 1. Okay, now what I want to apply some background color property on the para 1. Chitresh, how we can apply some CSS like background color on this para 1? Salman,
A style,
Sir,
okay, a
first,
style,
background,
background,
color. If I want choose any color like a red, blue,
okay,
anyone.
but how we will target this one? This
sir,
ID, how we will target?
ID I will target with help of a hash.
Hash symbol. Okay, so first we have to pass the ID, correct?
Yes,
So has a
yes,
para 1
yes.
like this type, and after that we will start writing the whatever color means whatever CSS property we want. Okay, so let's save. Now see the benefit. We got the red color. Okay, now I want the red color for this also. Salman, how we will do?
sir,
Same CSS,
we can
yeah,
pass their class name, sir. Both
class name or ID,
class names, sir.
class
Both
name.
para. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Same
why?
ID.
Sir,
Why
Same
pass
ID.
pass this different ID.
we can pass this same ID or not?
Different
No,
ID,
sir,
sir.
No. Why? What is the problem?
Sir,
because
ID is unique.
Yeah. So ID is unique, so we can't write, but
ID
you will
is
get the
unique.
output.
We can write.
But we can get the output. See, correct? But we will not do
Yes,
this
sir.
thing. Never. So suppose this is your para 2, but I want the same CSS. Okay. What we will do? We will apply CSS on this also. So what we will do? We can write as para 2, and here we will pass background color. Now I not want the red color. Let it to be red itself. Yeah. Now save. There is no any changes. But what is the problem?
they
Problem is that
same
yeah,
of line code repeat. That's why, bro.
correct. So same line of code we are repeating 2 times. So that is not the good point. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to use at only one position. Means we will merge this both the CSS. So what we will do? Remove this CSS. Next, color is not there. How we will do? Copy this line, okay, and pass it with this itself. And but you have to pass the comma because comma will separate that both. Now see the output. Clear? So this type, what we are doing, we are reducing the line of code also because now here we had written one line extra. Now this is not used. It means this 3 line useless. We can remove this completely. Got it? Second thing for this para. Okay, suppose I want the same color, but I not want with the ID. I want with the class. We can go with the class also. What we want? We want a para color. Color. Okay, but I want color red. What we will do? Aswini, how we will get for this class para red means we want the red background. Yakub,
Sir, sir
yeah.
dot para color
Dot
and
para
Sir,
color and then
dot
pass
class.
the two ID.
So that dot para color and then we will pass the color whatever we want.
Yes.
Suppose I want the same color. Okay,
So we can pass
we
same.
got the idea, we got the output, but again the demerit is there. What is the demerit? That same repeating of code. So
So
what
we
we
can
will do?
pass class name inside of
Yeah.
first.
So we will take this class name and we will write with along with the top itself. But again, same thing, comma separated. Now save. Now we got the output. Got it. So this way, what we are doing, we are using ID, we had used the tag, and then we using the class. But suppose that for the third one, or even for the second, I not want the background color red. Okay, I want background color yellow. So here we are passing background color red. I want let okay, do one thing. Go with border property. Border, pi pixel, solid, green. Now save. What happened? We got the border yellow. But I not want for the second para that border color should be green. I want color should be red. Wait. Nitu. 1 second. Who is available? Sweeney, who is absent?
Sir,
Sir,
screen is
Chitresh
stop.
with me, sir.
Akash, Chitresh. Chitresh is where?
Chitresh is with me, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Neha
sir.
is not there. Sajid. Okay. Yeah, Sweeney, what you telling? A screen got stuck.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just rejoin, Sweeney. Maybe some network issue. Okay. So what was the question? Yeah. Question was we got the border color green. But for the second para, I not want the color green. I want red. How we will do? Nitu?
Sir, we pass the
Yeah, tell.
I pass the color inside the ID, sir, and also you can do other
Tell me that how we will write the code and where we will
inside
write.
the para two, sir.
Separated, we are going for
Inline, sir.
second.
1 second, Abhay. 1 second. Om, yeah, tell.
Om bhaiya want to say we have to apply inline.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Om, carry on. Tell.
So we pass the style here.
Hmm?
Color.
Color. Correct. What we want? We want a gray red. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Same. What happened? I not
Sir,
want the text color. I want the border color to be red.
Sir,
border color,
you
sir.
have
So
to
we
apply
pass the border, sir.
Pass border. Okay.
Yes. Sir. Border is equal to no border and 2px and the solid group anything you can pass
2 pixels
solid
solid red.
and
Same.
red. Yes.
But one thing, I want that same border size and this both a structure. I want just a color to be changed.
Then 5px, sir.
5
After
px.
will be
Okay.
same.
Then
Yes, sir.
Fine.
use only solid red.
Correct. But
Yes,
why
sir.
we are repeating this both line of code? Because already we passing the 5 pixel and be
Because you
passing the
need to
solid.
accept, yes, sir. Because you need to separate border color, sir. That's why it's
Okay,
passing.
fine. I think you had not studied the border property. Who will tell? I not want this both. Because we already studied in the CSS in the border property that if we want only one property, we can pass that one. What was that? And no need to go to inline. Why we will go be inline? Who will tell? How we will convert means we will get the output of this type. Anyone?
Separated, we are going for the ID selector
Okay.
as para 1.
Let's write as para 1.
Para.
Oh, sorry, para 2 that is. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
After this?
After this, border.
Border. Sorry.
5 pixels solid red.
But why we will take 5 pixel and solid again? Because already that is coming from the top.
Yeah, only the body. So body color, border color solid green.
Border color.
Color solid green.
Solid that
No,
also not required. We will just pass
Red.
only
red.
red, sir.
Red.
Got it? This is the output.
Yeah.
Suppose I not want red. Maybe suppose let it to be. See that. Got it. So in the border property, we
Yes,
had
sir.
studied that if we want each one, we can specify that separately. No need to repeat the code again and again. Okay. Suppose we want the top border. Then how we will pass that top color? So border hyphen top
Border
hyphen.
icon top color.
Now you will get see. Now what happened? 3 border with green and one is coming on the my color which I passed here. Got it. Then if you want the radius, we can pass that radius, border radius. But I want that left side means how we be writing border top radius. Top left, yeah, 50%. Save. Go just 5 pixel. During that test, I had given to create this type of design. In the button type, something text was there. In that text, you have to create like this. Okay, padding, where it will work, outside or inside?
Inside, sir.
Inside.
Inside.
Inside,
Let's
sir. Inside.
let's pass some space in that text and the boundary. 25 pixel. Let's save. See that this type of design I had given in the test. Correct. You have to curve this side also and this border that a boundary also. How will pass that boundary? Border hyphen
Bottom,
left
left,
left
bottom.
left. Sorry,
Bottom.
that is the bottom. Bottom left radius. Take this also 30 pixel. Let's say 1 second. That will be right actually. See, it came. Got it. So this time we have to think regarding the design, that how we will create that. Okay, so what we had discussed here, we discussed how we will pass CSS on the tag. Second, how we pass the CSS on the ID. Next, how we passing the CSS on the class. Lastly, what we discussed, how we will merge all the things. Here, what we are doing, here we are merging all the things. Suppose that here, suppose this selector, this is coming with H1, okay? And I want to apply the same effect with H1 also. What we will do? Just pass the H1 or H1 is there. So see, you got the border for the H1 also. It means what we done here, this is your ID, second is tag, and third is the class. So this type we can use the ID, class, and a tag to apply the CSS. So according to need, according to requirement, we can use. Blindly, not that we will go always with the tag or even ID. No. Most of the cases we going with the CS class itself, because class we can use with multiple tag, but ID we can't use. That's why we have to go with the class based. Okay. Anyone have any doubt? You can ask. So this is known as the simple selector. Okay. Go to the document. Simple selector. Select element based on the name, ID, class. And what is the selector? If you want, you can write down the definition. Otherwise, you can write later also. So selector selects the HTML elements you want to style. That's it. Or even if you, with the help of selector, be going to target. Be going to target HTML element. Okay. So first, total how many type of selector? So there are total 5 types of selector. First selector is simple selector. In simple selector, what we are doing? We are selecting elements based on the name, ID, class that we are doing just now. What we had done? We had selected with the help of the name in the sense tag. Then we had selected with ID, and then we selected with the class. And that is known as the simple selector. Okay. So we had gone through the example also. Let's see. So P, text color, text alignment center, color, something is there. Then how to, we can go with the help of ID. Here that is based on the ID. Second, CSS class selector. No need to pass definition. Already we know that how to, what is ID, what is CSS, that a class. Just write the one example. That's it. Then second is the with the help of the class. Okay. Then universal selector. Okay. So what means universal selector? Anyone have idea? Suppose
When use
for this complete, yeah,
selector, complete page is selected. Sir.
yeah, means we're not going to target anyone. Yeah, we're not going to target anything. Like suppose if you are studying in the college and if something happened from your branch, okay, just one single person had done one mistake, they're not going to point out that one particular person, they will point out the particular complete branch, and they're going to blame the particular complete branch itself. So that means universal. Like that itself, if you want to apply something, like mostly when we are using this that universal selector in the case of the font family. Suppose we want that all the content should be in the time new Romans. Okay, what we will do? We can go with the simple that universal selector. How we representing? With the help of the star. Okay, just apply a star and start that writing the color. So suppose we want the text color. Okay, so color, take the color, and color I want, sorry, in yellow. Fine. Let's save and let's see which will got effect, because और automatic ये आ रहा है. What is happening to him? इंटरनेट कनेक्शन नहीं है, नेटवर्क इशू. See, whenever you getting any problem in the Skype, okay, what you can do, I telling you, right click and quit option is there. Okay, just click that. A Skype will get completely stop. Second thing, how
Yes,
to
sir. I
stop?
had it 4 times, sir.
See, maybe sometime the problem due to network also. Okay, because Skype is taking time in a refresh. It's a heavy application actually. Second thing, how to stop any application, anything where whatever is running in your system. Right click, go to task manager. In the task manager, it will show that what all applications is running. Okay, just click the application and second below tab in the task. Okay, from with the help of this one, you can end the task. You can check the all the performance, CPU, memory, whatever it's taking. Okay, you can stop like this. Okay, so with the help of universal selector, what we done? We going to apply the some effect on complete page itself. We're not going to target particular tag. See here, what happened? All the color become the green type. We had not targeted any particular one. Like here we are doing particular ID. Here we are going particular class or particular tag. But here we are not telling anything. Here, if you want, you can use the font family. With font family, take anything, take this itself. Let's see. It's a, this means by default it's a time new Roman itself. So you not observed any changes. Okay. Second thing, what is that? Grouping selector. We had done already. Separately, like H1 tag is there, then H2, then P, and grouping means in one line. We already done. So here we had grouped everything. Here this is individual. So anyone have any doubt? This is your simple selector. Anyone have any doubt? You can ask. Second thing, suppose most of the time what you will see when you will go through any code, means any code is written, and if you will go, you will find something different type code is written. What will be that? Paragraph dot. Sometime you will got like this type p dot paracolor. Okay, what it means? P means it pointing the paragraph and then it pointing the class name, like that type. Means P is there and ID is there. In the sense you can write P and has para 2. Like that type also we can write that. Means element and after that a class or ID whatever is there. See the output. No changes. It's fine. So that is written here, this line. Select only P element with class intro. When it will be useful? Who will tell? Means when we will work like this. Any idea?
When we are going to, yes sir, when we going to the same property applied on the many tags, at the time we apply like this, sir.
Okay. So see, yeah, that's correct. Suppose and this universal selector.
When we using same class over different tag.
Suppose be taking here P. Go with the color. Color red. What will happen? All P become red. Correct? But I not want all P become red. I want just this line, this one P should be red. What we will do? What is the second ID? ID is para 2. Okay. So take that. P has para 2. Let's save. What happened? We got the output, but only for particular this one. Clear? So when you want to make effect only particular one, okay? In that case, what we can do? We can pass a para 2 means has and para 2 like this type. Clear? So anyway, anytime if you want, you can go like this. Okay, one thing.
Sir, if you put only hash para 2,
Has para
then
2
will
in
be
the
the
sense,
then will be the same output.
yeah, then also it's the same because it's anyway you targeting that para 2 ID.
Sir, sir, but
Yeah,
when we are going to the use the hashtag, that means it will consider in the sir idea, no? So ID, no, sir.
yeah, it will consider ID.
And
Means
sir,
there are,
if we are
see,
using the
output will be same. We can write multiple type. We can go with class. We can particularly type that particular ID. We can target, but there are different ways. Output will be same. Yeah, tell.
so if we are using the class and we know that we can add separate class, yeah, other class.
Yeah, that
But
also
if
we can do.
class name is the same, then what will happen, sir? All the paragraph will be changed, sir.
Yeah, all paragraph will get effective.
If we need one paragraph, then we pass a separate, sir.
Separate class you have to add. In that situation, you have to go with separate class. What happened? See. Now, what is the output? Output is blue because we using p tag. First, it was red color. After few seconds, it become blue color because previous color get overridden. Correct.
Over, sir.
But I not want that my color should be overridden. I want the previous color itself. Okay, mute. I want a previous color itself to be important. Means I want the previous color itself. What you can tell? You can tell that this is important itself. What happened? Your color not get overridden. Otherwise, this color have to be available. This color have to be effective. But this color is not effective. Your previous color itself become the effective because you telling that this is important. Clear? So maybe in the CSS you had seen this. Why this was giving you error? And what is the use of this one? This is for telling that you are important. Remove this one. Now tell me what it thinking? Nothing. Because what is important? You're not passing the value itself. That's why everyone was getting error. Clear? Who is working on the project side? So this
Yes,
type
sir.
we can mark anything as important. And if suppose if you passing size, font size, how to pass font size? Z E. Yeah, font size. So font size, suppose I taking this all are okay. 35 pixel, save. All become 35 pixel. But I not want that all to be 35. I want just 1p. Means suppose wait. Passes again some font for this one. And pass here 45. It means now all become 45. But I not want that all become 45. I want 35 itself. Pass that important. Your 35 become important. Clear? So like this type, if you have multiple CSS, okay, so in that case you can go like this type. You will get the scenario that when it will be work all like that. But main thing, what is the need of this one? What is the use of this important? Anyone have doubt? Tell me. So we covered this all complete, that is simple CSS. Anyone have any doubt, anything you can ask? No doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
Let me paste this one here so it become helpful. Everyone have the access of this set. Yesterday I had given. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
second is the combinator selector. Okay. So what is the use of the combinator selector? So combinator selector from the word itself, try to understand something. Combinator means combining something. Combining in the sense making relationship. Okay. So combinator selector is something that explains the relationship between the selector. What is the relationship? Like selector in the sense h1 is there, h2 is there. To tag type of selector, tag based. So now what we can do, we can make the relationship between the h1 and h2, or you can go with the class or id. Means you have to make the relationship between the different selector. Right now we know only class, id, tag. Okay, so between these all we can pass the relationship, but there are different types of relations also. So be careful because this is a very important topic. And second thing, it's very confusing also. Just okay. So in the combinator selector, combinator selector itself is 4 type. Okay, so one is the descendant selector, second is the child selector, next is adjacent sibling selector, and next is the general sibling selector. Keep in mind this all 4 type. Okay, so descendant selector. So in descendant selector, how we will do that? We have to pass a space. Okay, how we will make relationship? So we will make relationship with the help of the a space. And so what will happen here? Due to a space, it will affect all child, either direct or indirect. Whatever is there, either that there is a relation between the parent and child relation. So either they are direct relationship between parent or child or indirect. It's not the matter. Let's go through the example. Okay, so now see here. Go through the definition. These all are like theory type. So descendant selector matches all the element that are descendant of a specified element. In the sense, they are either direct or indirect child. Means we are generating the relationship because these all are the type of which one? There are 4 type, but all are type of which one?
Combinator
Combinator
sir.
Combinator selector. See, keep in mind these all things because in interview they are asking a lot. If they asking CSS, in the sense selector will be sure. So these all are the type of the combinator selector. So first is descendant selector, and we are this combinator in the sense relationship. Okay, we have to establish the relationship. So relationship here, what we are doing in the case of the descendant, we have to make relationship with the help of what? With the help of the space. Okay, so who will be the effective in this descendant selector? All the child, whether that is direct child or indirect child, all will got effective. Okay, so now see. So these all are just a definition. It's not the thing. So here we are taking div. Okay, here we taking P and then again P, then again section, then again something P is there. Okay, now what I want to make a color black or whatever to all the child, means we want to apply the descendant selector. So how? A space is there. Fine. So let's do one thing. Remove this. Now what we are doing, which is what is the type of selector right now? Right now,
Tag.
what is
Simple
the
selector.
Tag
type?
based selector.
And
It's a
what is the
simple
type?
selector, sir.
That is simple selector and tag based. Correct? So now what I want to apply, means now I going to make the relationship between div and P. How to make? And using descendant selector. So what is the keyword for the descendant? See, keep in mind the keyword. Okay, that if the descendant selector in the sense of space.
Space.
So descendant a space. That is the point. So if suppose we have to make relationship between the parent and child. So which is the parent here? Parent is div and this P is the child. And this section is also the child. And what about the P? Is this child or not?
Yes, sir.
Of
Indirect.
that
Yes,
is
sir.
also the
Yes.
child.
Grandchild for that we
Yes,
div,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So if we going with the section and P, that is parent relation. But if we going with the div, that is also parent, but that become the grandparent and child relation. Okay. So now make the relation between the div and P. Let's pass a div. Okay. So here a space is there between with this both. It means this become which type of selector? It become descendant selector because the space is there.
Descendant
Let's say
selector.
what is the changes. So changes is there. Now you can observe easily. What we had told, it going to make relationship of a parent and child. Correct. means only either direct child or indirect child, but all will be got effective. But if there is no relation of parent child, it will not get effect. So see, this div section, this become effective. Paragraph 1, 2, 3, because paragraph div section P and again section and again P. These all are the parent and child relation. That's why it going to effective. But what about para 4 and para 5? This is not. Why? Because that is not the, there is no relation between the div and P.
It
Correct?
is outside of div, sir.
Yeah, that is outside of div. But suppose if we will keep inside the div and keep inside this, you will get that output. Because now it got the relationship of the that descendant selector relationship. Correct or not? So this type we can create the relationship of the parent and child. One second. But one thing, make this as a simple selector. What we will do? How
So
to make this as a,
we can
yeah?
remove only div, otherwise only P.
No, I want both. But we want that in simple selector. How we will
Sir,
convert?
sir,
Means
pass
we
the
have to,
ID to paragraph.
Sir,
no,
no, sir. Comma, sir. We can pass
yeah,
comma.
just a comma. Correct or not? Now it become simple selector. Output will be different. That's not the thing, but it become the simple selector. Clear? Or having any doubt? So if you want, suppose now this we want to convert into the descendant selector. What we will do? Remove comma, give a space. It become the descendant selector. And according to descendant, we will get the output. Because in descendant, we will get output only and only parent and child relation. Suppose here we going to make the parent and child relation. Suppose, okay, let's say make the parent and child relation between these both. How we will do? What we will write?
P and section.
Which one section, sir?
So
The
we will go
space.
with the section and P. Correct. It can be right, but anyway, that's okay. But anyway, that becomes the same thing actually. Okay, let's add border. We got the border means we got the output for which one? Just section and P, because here we had passed that descendant selector. Correct. Let's add background color. Okay, let it to be. That's enough. So suppose if you want to merge this both, okay, this and this one, how we will do? I want that everyone should be border, means everyone will get the border. How we will do?
Comma, sir.
What we will do? We will copy this div and P, and then we will pass here. Correct? Will this work?
Yes. Using comma, then I think
And
it will
also for
work,
comma.
We passing
Comma
comma.
Yes, it
Let's
will
say
work.
yes, sir.
what it become now. What type of selector?
Simple selector.
And
And a descendant.
Descendant.
Sir,
means
and
it
the
become,
descendants, both.
now we merged it two. One becomes simple and one become the descendant. Correct. Suppose if I have to make this one as a tag based selector, how we will do?
That's pass the comma everywhere. So
Yeah.
div
So if we will
section.
pass a comma, it become tag based selector, because simple selector itself known as the tag based selector. Save.
Sir,
Clear?
just take one P.
Means now be passing the comma actually, na, that's why. Otherwise we was going with that. Okay, comma and clear. So this type we can, means you will get confused, but this type you can get the clear concept over a particular topic. So this is descendant selector. Anyone have doubt? You can tell. Let's move next. Child selector. Combinator. LD. Child selector. Now we will move for the child selector. What is that child selector? Child selector. Child selector select. Child selector will affect only direct child. On which child? It will affect only direct child. Let's make this example as a child selector. What we will make changes?
Sir, greater than. We can pass greater than.
So first remove this one. Just go only one. Okay. And now, if now what is the output? Now be getting the para 3, para 2, para 1. All become the effective of that color. But if we will make child selector in the sense a greater than symbol, see that child selector greater than, just keep in mind the keyword greater than symbol, and now save. See that what is the output? Which one got reduced? Para 3. Why? Because para 3 is not the direct child of the div section. That's why. And that is child selector in the sense it will be effective only who is a direct child relation. There should not be indirect, or means only direct. That's it. Let's copy that example here. So let's see. So child selector greater than symbol. The child selector selects all the elements that are children of a specified element. The following are example selects all the P element that are children of a div section. So what happened? Div and P. Background color become yellow and child selector here. Suppose I written this HTML, okay, and blindly I had deleted everything. How we will get that? What are the tags? Means closing tag is not there. Correct. After P, there should be body, then something should be, then something. How we will get that? What we will do? No need to go and check from the top. Just give greater than and slash. It will auto close. Greater than slash. Auto close. Greater than slash. Now it's not coming, in the sense it got finished. Now just format the code. But yeah, one thing, if it is missing in the middle, you can't get that one because middle will not come. So now child selector in the sense it will work only on the direct child, which having direct parent and child relation. Okay, suppose there is a indirect child, means parent and child relation. What is that selector? If that will be direct slash indirect, what is that selector known as? If there will be direct and indirect relation, and if CSS is getting effect, what is that selector?
Sir, combinator, sir.
Just now we had seen combinator selector.
Combinator, sir.
Descendant, sir.
Sorry, yeah, descendant. Because in descendant, it's not going to take care regarding which level you are, either direct or indirect. It will work on all. But child selector, it will work only and only on the direct. Okay. Keep these all points note down in the notebook. That will be helpful. Okay, so child selector, it means a direct. How we will make the relation between the child selector with the
Will
help
you
of
repeat,
this?
sir? That note,
Greater than.
sir. So would you
Which
repeat
one
that
was that?
point, sir?
I forget. What was that actually?
The direct or indirect? So that one is
Okay.
direct or indirect.
Sir,
Yeah,
descendant selector.
descendant selector will affect on direct or indirect. Descendant selector will affect on direct or indirect relationship. Direct or indirect relationship. But child selector,
Sir, if I say the commonly is a combinator selector, it will be okay or not?
no, because combinator means all.
There are 4 types.
Yeah, so we can't tell that
Okay, sir.
combinator. But child selector will only affect on the direct child relationship. Okay, so here what happened? This P, para 1, para 2, this is the direct child. But this section, that is not direct. But again, P4, para 4, it become again direct child. Suppose I have to make the color, means I have to make a relation between this para of direct selector. Which one will be effective? Which tag? Means I have to make relation between the direct child relation, child selector. Then which tag we can use for this para 3?
Section, sir. Section greater than P.
Section, yeah, section tag. So we will write like a section greater than P. Then we can make relation between the section and P, because that become your direct child relation. But which is written here, not child, that is with respect to the div. Okay. And what about this two outside? It's not to be part of anything right now. Descendant, no. Sorry, not descendant. Yeah, descendant, no. Child selector, that also no. But that will come now. Clear? So that is that this child selector.
Sir, here
Yeah.
create a one relation between the body and as well as the div, sir, like a child selector, sir.
Yeah.
So it will be work or not?
Yeah, it will work. Why not?
It will affect on the all div, sir.
Yeah. No, but it should be in the child relation. It should be in the parent and direct child relation, because body is there and the div is there. That is direct. Correct. It will affect because that is direct relation.
Yes, sir. It will, sir. It will be affect on the all div.
Yeah, it will affect on all div because all become the part of that one.
Okay, sir.
Suppose here we retain one div and one P, and right now we are making the relation between div and P. Correct? It should be two times.
But sir, here is the relation between body and P inside of D. It's the like a grandchild, sir. Now, so
1 second. Which one you telling? D, body and P.
Yes, sir. I want to create a relation between body and H1 and P. I mean, I want to create here the child selector, sir. Body and as well as the P div, sir.
So you can go with this one. No, then you can go with a body and this P will be effective, not that internal one. Suppose here,
yes,
remove div, take body, just save. See, this P got effective, not this two, because that is not that part of that one. But if you want that a descendant selector, you can make that.
Sir, direct child is the H2, na?
Yeah, direct child, first one. But I had not taken H2. I taken just a P. But if you want that H2, then you can go with H2 also. Because this H2, this P, this div, then again this two paragraph.
In the place of P, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. The
Yeah.
place of P, please replace them by the D, sir. Div, sir.
Yeah, then why not? It will be effective. But a P will not effective.
Sir,
See that.
then why?
1 second.
Yes, sir.
See, you got a color of this complete div. How you realizing that either you got the complete div or P? Tell me. How you will identify that which effect is
Your
there?
voice is
Either
not audible.
is it for all?
No, sir.
Is it
No,
audible?
sir. Yes,
Network
sir,
issues,
Edu.
I think.
Okay. So here, suppose now we had apply with body and div. Okay. So whether it is applied on div only or P also, because inside the div P is there. What are you thinking? It
Sir,
got
only
applied on div or P?
Sir, but div is
on
not
deep,
a
sir.
direct child of body.
Sir,
Sir,
Div is not
only deep.
direct child.
yes,
Div
sir.
is direct child with P.
If it
Sorry,
directional,
with
but P is
body.
not direct.
Sir,
Yeah,
only,
but that's
only got effect deep, sir.
how you realizing, how you identifying.
When got when affected got P, sir. That time give a white space each
Correct.
paragraph
Because
because
each
sir
P have
because
there
block
itself.
level element
Yeah,
because block level element have some top and bottom
padding.
margin, sir.
Correct. So they have some top and bottom margin. Okay. And due to that, it will be a space that will be white. Let's verify. Remove body here and go with P. See. Okay. Each one got see here itself between this both. A space is there that become white space. Clear. So that's type. If we are going with div, it means complete block going to affect. If you're going with particular tag, then due to their it's there that property, that margin padding by default, due to that you will get some different like previously we had got. Clear? Anyone have any issue? Then tell me.
No, sir.
Once you
No,
will
sir.
practice these all things, then slowly you will get that idea that either you have to apply on div completely or it going to affect on the P where you going to apply. Means without looking over output, you can realize. If you want to check this one, just add color. But then also it got effective that one itself. Okay, fine. So what is this one? Child selector. Okay, so we discussed the two means total three. One was the simple selector. Second was the means combinator selector. In combinator, we discussed the descendant selector, which is a space based. Okay. Second, child selector, where the greater than symbol. Fine. Next is the adjacent sibling selector. Okay. So what means adjacent sibling selector? Adjacent means nearby. Okay. And if there will be case of adjacent means nearby, you have to use the plus symbol. Okay. For what purpose? For making the relation. As like in different be using the space, then be going different thing. In that case, we will use the plus symbol. Clear. So the adjacent sibling selector is used to select an element that is directly after another specific element. Okay. As like child selector, what was that? direct relation of the parent and child. So like that itself, it going to work with the adjacent sibling, but where directly after adjacent another specific element. Let's go through the example, then you will get that better understanding. Okay, what happened here? What is the output? So adjacent sibling selector, which one got effective? 3 and 7. See that. What is the relation between div and p? What is this one?
Parent child, sir.
So
Parent
parent
child.
child.
Okay. So what is the type of selector?
Direct.
Descendant selector. Is this descendant or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is this child or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Child
Yes, sir.
selector also?
Yes, sir.
Because in
Yes.
child selector, direct relation. In descendant selector, either direct or indirect. Means it is this is coming in both. Fine. Second thing, what we had studied regarding the adjacent sibling. Adjacent means just nearby, your neighbor. Okay. Means suppose you are staying in the home and nearby your home, that will be your first neighbor. Means that will be considered the adjacent. Okay. So like that, this complete div and what we are making relation div and p. Okay. So after div, the first p itself is your adjacent sibling. This one p. That's why we got the output P para 3. Para 4 is not there. Then again, div and P. That's why we got the relation of the para 7. Clear? So adjacent sibling in the sense just after. Suppose, let's
Sir,
say,
can you explain again?
yeah. So adjacent means nearby. Okay. So what is the relation between this both? Direct child. But what
Yes,
is
sir.
the relation between this P7, para 7?
Yeah,
Indirect.
indirect, sir.
No,
Adjacent.
it's
Neighbor,
not
sir.
it's not indirect child, neither indirect nor direct, nothing, but it become like neighbor. Okay, so your neighbor become your adjacent sibling. Got it? Adjacent sibling, that will be your neighbor, means which is just nearby. And one thing, that will also not should be second neighbor, that should be first neighbor. Keep in mind, that's why just nearby, just next line, that become the effective. And how we making relation? With the help of the plus symbol. Nothing extra is there. Just we have to use plus. So suppose if we have to convert this one into like a simple selector, how we will do?
So we can remove plus. There we can
Plus,
pass comma.
comma,
Comma.
comma.
Okay, it become your simple selector. Second thing, descendant selector,
Yeah,
We can pass
space.
there a space.
space. Okay,
Space.
then child selector,
We can pass
Greater
less
than.
greater than.
Greater
greater
than.
than. Clear? And adjacent sibling selector,
We can pass
Plus.
there
Plus.
plus.
Plus
you
sign.
can pass a plus. Like this type.
Plus.
And see one thing, just let verify in each case what is the output. Okay, comma, what will be the output? It
All are
becomes
got
simple selector, all div, all p. Let's say
Okay.
Yes.
all div, all p. Clear? Second, a space. What is this one?
direct
Descendant
and
selector.
indirect.
Yes.
Yes,
It's a
Direct or
Descendants.
indirect?
descendant selector. It means which one, which type? Direct or indirect?
direct.
Let's say only two output because it's become direct. It's become direct. Okay. Second thing, what is next? Child relation. What is this one?
Direct
It will
child.
It should be direct.
direct child.
What are you thinking?
And
Output will change or it will be same?
Same
It will be same. But how it will change? Just do one thing. Take one another
section.
section. Section or anything. Now output will change. Do plus. Now output. What is this one?
Adjacent sibling select.
Adjacent sibling. Adjacent sibling in the sense
Nearby, sir.
nearby. That should not be
First,
parent and child
first neighbor.
relation. Neighbor. And that will be also first neighbor. Clear? Up to here,
Yeah.
anyone have doubt? You can tell. So we completed up to here. And we had revised also completely. So note down these all things. That become very simple. Never to means no need to remember this again and again. Go to second, general sibling. What are you getting from that term? General sibling. General means what?
It's a common sir, general is, I think.
It's a common.
Yeah.
Okay, let it to be copy. Okay, so what means general? General in the sense the general sibling selector selects all the element that are next sibling of a specified element. Okay, means what will be next sibling? Let's see the output first. Then we can realize easily. So which one will be the output? Output is para 3 and para 4. No, that is wrong. Wait, it's not loading. Okay, so we got the output para 3, para 4. What is there? Para 3 is this one, para 4 is this one. It means what? This becomes general sibling, correct? After this parent and child relation, suppose this is first. What should be this one? What type of that selector? If just
It's a
after that
general.
div, no
Adjacent select.
adjacent
Adjacent
sibling,
sibling.
correct? But suppose
Yeah.
after this, whatever p is there, whatever p is there, and all p got effective. What is that? That become the
Gen-
general
General
sibling.
select.
Okay, so after this div section, here it going to create the parent and child relation. But after this div and p, whatever p is there, that all got affected. That is just a general sibling. Okay, I want to make effective of this last element. How to make? What should be the CSS for making this last? Means I want to put this last one in the right side. How to do that?
Sir, text length. Right, sir.
Text alignment, right? But
Yes.
last one. Okay, on your itself, I will go for that. Just wait. Let's go with P. Later we will see. Text alignment, right. Save. What happened? All become in the right side. But I not want all. I want just last. Today we had seen.
Give some ID.
Direction.
Oh,
Sir, here we use as the
Yeah,
nth
you
element,
can
sir.
pass the ID a class.
text text alignment last. Yesterday we had seen.
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Happen. What got effective? What was the CSS? Something was there itself.
Sir, we are targeting on the all P, na, sir. That's why they getting like this.
Then
Mm, then means,
okay.
sir,
No. We will target
sir,
P
it
itself.
will be, I think, sir, it will
We
be,
will
I think, nth element.
We will target that itself, but it will work on the text. Last one. Got it. Last one gone in the right side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the last of one of paragraph of sentence of
Paragraph.
last one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Suppose that I want in the left side or center. This last become in the center. Only last will effective.
Sir,
Okay.
it's affects on only text. No?
What?
It's affects on only text. Text.
Yeah, text in the
No.
sense a paragraph means whatever content will be there, but last content. See,
Yes.
it's not going to affect this all content. It will effective on the last content only where you want. And that is not text alignment, that is text alignment last. Okay. Okay, let's comment this one. Save. So what we done? We had gone through the general sibling. Let's comment this also. Okay, so general sibling, what are we doing? Whatever will be there after this, either in middle something is coming, then also all will be got effective. Clear? So in general sibling, what are we doing? Yeah, the symbol, how we will represent that? That is with the help of the tilt. Clear? So this much is there. That's it. This all become the combinator selector. So now just go through the one conclusion. All simple selector will be, I don't know this answer. I writing just blindly anything. You have to understand whether this correct or not. What are you thinking? All simple selector will be combinator. Is this?
No, sir. I think no.
I have not idea. You can verify everything. Then go next. Suppose now come to the combinator. Reverse of this one. All combinator will be simple. Simple selector. I don't know whether true or false. Means we
Yes,
have
sir.
to
Yes.
understand for the true
It's true,
or
sir.
false. All the case.
Sir, I think first one is the sir true. And
All simple
Second
will
one
be
also true.
combinator. You can verify by passing the effect. Okay, let's move next. Combinator selector. Combinator will be descendant. All combinator will be descendant selector. Descendant selector. Is this correct? All combinator in the sense relationship. So all combinator will be your descendant selector. Like this type you can verify. Okay. Something we had discussed here. Some line we
Direct and
had.
indirect relation, sir.
Yeah. Like that type means all adjacent sibling will be general sibling. True or false. Then like P3, P10, ADE general. Oh, some paragraph we had written. So like this type, we can verify each one. If you want more clarity, means it will become confusion type, but you will get more and more concept clarity over that. But no need. If you want, then you can. So anyone have any doubt in the combinator selector? You can tell. Because whatever we had discussed, that's enough. Okay. If you attending interview, sure this much is enough. No one going to ask extra than this. Because this much already we had get a lot confused. So what is overall? Simple selector. How we will identify simple selector means how we will represent. Go quickly. How we will?
Sir,
Yeah,
There is no
commas.
any separate
with the
comma
help
or
of
class.
comma separated. Second, combinator selector. What is that?
There is 4 types, sir.
There are 4 types, sir.
One second. What is combinator selector? Let it to be type.
Relation between the element.
Relationship. Just keep in mind that main thing, keyword. That's it. So relationship. Okay. How many types? Total 4.
4, sir.
Four
4 types.
types.
What are those? Descendant selector,
Descendant,
child,
child,
Child.
adjacent sibling,
Adjacent
general
and
General
sibling.
general.
Okay. How we will represent general sibling?
By using plus sign.
No.
Tilt.
Sorry.
Sir,
Till symbol.
till.
Tilt, sir.
Tilt,
Tilt.
sir. Tilt.
Okay. And what it doing? General sibling output.
Sir,
Gives
after
all.
that sibling, all are
after
affected.
the specific element, it will
After
be
a
affected.
specific
All
element
element after
means,
parent.
Next,
Or
yeah,
taking all
nearby
siblings.
parent.
all will be affect in the general sibling. Next,
Yes.
descendant selector. How we will do that?
A space, with the help of a space, we can
With
identify.
the help of a space. Okay. Which all tag will be get effective in descendant case?
Indirect child and
Direct and
direct child.
indirect, sir.
Direct and indirect.
Indirect child.
Okay. Child.
Child only got affected
Child
Direct
direct.
child,
is
sir.
plus
Direct.
Only direct. How we will make relation?
With the help of
What?
Greater than symbol.
greater than.
symbol
With the help of
greater
greater
than
than
symbol.
symbol. Next, adjacent sibling. With the help of plus symbol.
Plus
Which will
symbol.
be got effective in the case of adjacent?
Yeah, never, sir. Never.
Just nearby, sir.
Never.
Just
Only
nearby.
nearby.
Nearby first one, sir.
Just
Yeah. But if I want all that means after means outside of the specific tag, I want to affect all the tag. Which will be that one?
General sibling, sir.
That will be general sibling. Okay. With the help of the tilde symbol. So just keep in mind this point and what will be the effect. Descendant selector, then what it going to do? Child selector, what will be happen? Adjacent, like this type. Then you will get the idea. I'm not thinking that anyone have any issue now. Now let's move to the pseudo class. What do you mean by the pseudo? Pseudo force. Anyone have idea? Had you not
I
studied
think
in
it's a
physics?
part by part.
Had you not studied in physics? Pseudo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Studied.
Sir, I'm not interested because my teacher is not teaching that
What?
topic.
What? What are you telling it this much silently?
सर ये मक्खी है ना सर इसलिए
यही लग रहा है धीरे से बोल के निकल गए
सर I think Salman inside of hostel na sir.
Speaker not available
So
in
he
language.
fear from that guy sir.
चित्रेश क्या बोल रहे हैं pseudo class ये इंटरव्यू में बहुत पूछता है सिलेक्टर को ये ऐसा चीज है ना कि अभी पढ़िएगा सुबह भूल जाइएगा जब तक नहीं पढ़ा हुआ है सही से तो इंटरव्यू में है ना सीएसएस से अगर पूछ दिया तो पक्का सिलेक्टर तो एकदम 110% गारंटी
Sir CSS means a selector of position na sir.
और जावास्क्रिप्ट जाइए सिलेक्टर में तो इतना घुमा देगा ना आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट में सिलेक्टर क्या है मतलब खुद ही कंफ्यूज इसलिए हम लोग जब आंसर भी देते हैं पूछ लेते हैं जावास्क्रिप्ट या सीएसएस अगला ही कंफ्यूज ये बोलना क्या चाह रहा है मैंने लाइव सर्वर से ही किया पूरा VS कोड इंस्टॉल करके तब जाकर भी हुआ
सर बिलीव नहीं हो रहा है कि इतना साइलेंटली हम लोग का क्लास इतना स्मूथली चल रहा है सर
सर आपने लाइव सर्वर को ठीक करने के लिए पूरा VS ही डिलीट मार दिया
एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था वर्क स्पेस में जब VS कोड इंस्टॉल किया तो भी देख रहा हूँ फिर सेम इशू था तब जाके वर्क स्पेस रिमूव किया, फिर से ऐड किया, तब जाके सही हुआ। एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है ना, जब हम लोग मल्टीपल वर्क स्पेस रखते हैं यहाँ पे, तो मान लीजिए कि फाइल किसी में रन कर रहा है, मीन्स आपके पास 4 फाइल है, तो वर्क स्पेस में 4 फाइल दिखा रहा है, तो हो सकता है कि किसी दूसरे का दूसरे वर्क स्पेस में जा रहा है, इस कारण से वो प्रॉब्लम दे देता है। तो हमेशा वो उसी को सेव कर लेता है एक तरह से, इसलिए वर्क स्पेस से हटा दीजिए फाइल, फिर ऐड कीजिए, फिर रन कर जाएगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेगा। मेल पे मेल कर रहा है इस टाइम भाई, रात में ही लीव का मेल करते रहता है सब। Okay, so pseudo class. So pseudo class in the sense that is not in the real. Okay, जो सच में है ही नहीं, जो झूठा है, वही चीज पे। So let's see how we can do. Suppose hello world. Suppose I want to write something here. See, I going to write some CSS. Okay, just think regarding that CSS. That this is interesting actually. Okay, so what is that? Show me. What is my requirement? My requirement is that this text have to hidden. How to hide? How to hide
Using
this
comments,
text?
using comment.
Oh my god, भाई साहब, अगर वैसा किया तो फिर पूरा CSS ही गायब है। Means hide in the
आपने
sense,
बोला ना उसको हाइड करना।
hide means after some time we want to display also, hide and show, like that type I want. So how to hide that? Let's say make one class. HIDE hide SHOW. So what I want to hide and show this one. Let's go with dot hide show. What is that? How to hide? Any idea?
No,
Display
sir.
none, sir.
No, sir, no idea.
तर आउटलाईन
Display none, sir.
Display. I think this is correct.
So I am audible, sir.
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी।
कर्फ्यू वॉइस सबको नहीं आ रही है, सिर्फ मुझे नहीं आ रही है।
सबको
सर
नहीं आ
का
रही
स्क्रीन
है।
स्टॉक।
सर के साइलेंट पे खोलो।
Hello. 1 second. Okay. स्क्रीन दिख रहा है ना?
Yes, sir. But your voice is not coming, sir.
अभी ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what we want, when we will put the cursor over that, we have to hide that one. But before that, hide and show. But before that, what we will do? First, we will hide the text itself. How to do that? Go with visibility and visibility hidden. Okay, let's save. What happened? That the text become hidden. What is my second requirement? It have to show. Means what is the second value of visibility? Check. Hidden, visible. Correct. Means two values there. Visible is there. Let's save. It means what I want, when we will put the cursor over show me, that time this text have to show. When we will out, text should not have to show. Means by default, I want hidden. Let's save. It become hidden. What is second requirement? When I will put cursor over the show me, that time only the text have to display. So what is that? What we will do? So just okay. So just target this also class and show text. Fine. Sorry. So text. So let's take this class dot show text. What is my requirement? To move over this text. Okay. So that time what we have to do? We have to make visibility show text. Let's say just see whether it's working or not. Visual. No, that's not. So over this show me we will do. So put
Sir,
here.
it's a default value of any text. The default value of any text is the visibility, na, sir.
Yeah. But what I not want, I want to hide that one. Correct. I want to hide that one. But when we will move cursor over that, that time itself I want to show. So it become hidden.
Sir, we can pass. Sir, we can be pass inside of over, sir. If applying here over, at the time it will be visible, sir.
1 second. That is 1 second. That is correct. Something. Text show text. Show text is that one. Show text. No, that is already visual. Fine. Let's go hidden. Now see, it will hide only when we will put cursor. That's fine. My requirement is to go over this one. Show text. That time it have to hide. It means this have to inside. Now let's have. Okay. Which one got hide? Complete. Oh. So this have to visual before visual. So show me is visual now. Show me visual. Oh,
Sir,
okay.
opposite of the passing the CSS here, so it will be not work, I think, sir.
Wait. I think some CSS written like this also. mouse over is there. Pseudo class property value, no, not this one. Maybe here somewhere. Yeah, this one. Which is that H1. So by default, this will be hidden. Hide show. In the sense show text. So text have to hidden. By default, show text. Show text, show visibility hidden. Let's hide. So text become hidden. Okay. When we will put cursor, show text, that time this have to visible. Let's see whether it's working or not. No. How to do that? Means when we putting cursor over show text, that is hidden by default. When we put cursor over show text,
Sir,
H1.
it mouse over it na.
That's a mouse over in the sense that itself. It will be visible. Some just arrangement main thing is that we are not arranging proper. Something mistake is going on
Sir,
here.
I think that it will be, sir, it will be like this of properties and like this of behavior we can be apply with the JS. Sir.
Which
We can
behavior?
like this, sir, whichever we want, sir.
Like see, my requirement is just try tomorrow. What is my requirement? That when we will put cursor over this, okay, we
Yes,
have
sir.
to display the another text.
Sir,
Means
so we can be applied the inside of hover, sir.
which one were you telling?
Yes, sir. We can apply on the hover, and in the inside of hover, we pass that text, sir, whichever we want.
That is another thing. That type not, that's not good actually.
Oh. Okay.
H1 show text. 1 second, 1 second. We had done mistake. One second, both were be writing same thing. Hide text. Hide in the sense visibility hidden. But wait, we had written something wrong. Visibility hidden and hidden will be this one. Correct? By default. Let's say, yeah, that's it become hidden. What is that next? So that SHOW TXT show text. Show text. So when we will passing here show text, it should be over. So no, this will be hide. Hide and pass dot because the class. Let's see. Yeah, now it working. Due to div, it is that type. Do that one. Yeah, that's fine. So see, when we will put cursor over this, okay, due to that block level element, this complete area is effective. Okay, so when we will put cursor around that itself, if this text is coming, we can do one thing. We can take this text below. Now see. Okay, so as you will putting the mouse, you will get that. Okay, so suppose means when you will open W3 school, JavaScript is there. So in JavaScript, what you will see, switch on and off for two bulb. Actually, when you clicking one button, bulb will getting on. For another button, bulb will get off. Like this type, you can do that. That is it going to switch. What we done here actually. So we had just taken one div inside, means this div we taken another one section, means another tag. In that tag, this text to be hidden. What I done for hidden, visibility hidden. Okay. After that, this become permanent hidden. But my requirement is that when I will put cursor over this, the text have to display. Text have to show. Means when I putting cursor over this, this visibility of this one will be changed. So what I done? So hide this class name. So hide. This time this visibility getting changed. What when? When we are putting cursor, mouse over. Okay. That time it getting changed. Suppose you want to apply color. You can apply all the thing. That's not the problem. Now see. When you will put cursor, it's showing that one. When you will keep away, it will not work. Got it? So this type we have to think regarding the logic or how it will work. So what we were discussing on the topic, our topic was pseudo class. Pseudo class in the sense that is not available, that is not in the existence. So now see what we had used actually. Here we using over. Okay. Suppose previously what we was using any class name, any ID. It means that was available in the code somewhere with a tag, somewhere that is available. But now we are using over property and that is not available. Where you getting the over? Nowhere. Correct. So that is known as the pseudo class. Means without existence, it's showing the effect. So main thing is this h over. Suppose you have the image. You have image. Who will tell that I want to zoom the image when I will put cursor over this? Let's see who will tell the code. 200 and a height 200. Let's say we got the image. What I want, my requirement is when I will put cursor over the image size should be changed. How to do? Aswini,
With the help of over,
who is there? Okay, with the help of over, how we will write the code? Nitu, Yakub, Aswini, tell the code. How we will increase the image size? When I means my requirement like so. When we will putting that on the show, text is visual. Same type when I putting on image, when I moving the cursor, image size should be changed and border should be applied. Border and image size. Tell me fast. Mayuri.
Put over an image on image.
Okay. So what we will do? How to write the code?
Image img.
Hmm? So when we passing over actually, we have to give one colon.
What?
As you seeing that dot dot, that is known as the single colon. We will learn that letter element or what is that different name. So over. Okay. After this, what is my requirement? Height and width have to increase. So let's write height. So right now it's 300. Go with 400 pixel. Then width 400 pixel.
and
Then border 10 pixel. GROOV groove in yellow. Let's save. Now we're not getting any effect. Then where is the effect of this CSS? The effect is there when we will put mouse over this. Okay. As you put the mouse over this, automatic image size, border, everything got increased. Keep out, your image become as like a year previous. So like that itself. So click on so you getting the text. Click on image, you getting this. Clear? So this type we can work with the help of the pseudo class. Okay, so there are multiple pseudo class. You can see here. Here is the text. Yeah. So pseudo class. A pseudo class is used to define a special state of the element. For example, it can be used to, and one thing, wait. Suppose I want to apply something, but if you know the code, then that's okay. If you have not idea regarding the code, and if you will write like this type, then how you will realize the output? You can't. What you can do? Just remove this h over, okay, and write all the things. Now see, we written all the code and we had removed. But now what is my requirement? My requirement is this all effect have to display on the h over property, means mouse over. So just give that a mouse over. That is h over property. Now save. Everything clear. Got it? Means all effect will be hidden because only that will come when we will put mouse over that particular area, particular section. So without verifying, don't put this mouse over effect. Otherwise, how you will check? If you have to move the cursor, then only you will check. In place of that, just remove this over property, verify everything. It's working fine. After that, go with the whatever requirement you have. Got it? आप डायरेक्ट कभी भी CSS को मत लिखा कीजिए. लिखने के पहले क्या कीजिए, जब भी इसे ये आपको नहीं चाहिए हटा दीजिए, पूरा का इफेक्ट चेक कर लीजिए, उसके बाद जो करना है वो लगा दीजिए उस पे. ये नहीं कि हम ब्लाइंडली लिख रहे हैं फिर हमें पता नहीं चल रहा है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज pseudo class? A pseudo class is used to define different state, special type of element. A style an element when user mouse over it. A style visited and unvisited link differently. A style is an element when it get focus. Different things we can do. So anchor tag. With anchor tag also we can do this pseudo class. And how we writing actually? So pseudo class we are writing, we passing the selector, and after that we have to give one colon. Okay, and then we have to pass the pseudo class, and after that all the CSS property, whatever is requirement, you can pass that one. Clear? Second, anchor tag. In HTML itself, we had discussed this regarding the anchor tag. That anchor tag having three state. One is like active, one is visited, one is unvisited, next is by default. Okay, so there are four states by default, but if you want on each state to make some changes, you can change that. So that is like active, link, visited. So on each state it will show something different. This one we will discuss tomorrow, anchor tag. But we had got some idea regarding that pseudo class. Okay, that below the pseudo class which is there, that we had discussed. These all we had discussed. If you will look over this, you will get that idea that we discussed all the things. Then how to h over on image, sorry, on div. Now itself you can see we are h overing over the div section itself. Here we had used the class. In place of class, you can go directly div. So how you have to pass on div, that is the thing. Mouse over me. What it is doing actually? Padding 25. Okay, it's changing the color. Then simple tooltip over. When you will put cursor, it will show the tooltip. That is a display property it's using. So just a different small point is there. We will discuss this one tomorrow. So up to here, up to selector part, okay, just try to make the note.